Well, this is probably the craziest story of my golf life so far. Um, the fact of me finding one of these drivers is pretty slim. Like, it's a rare chance you find one. You got to keep your eye out for a while to get your hands on one of these things. The fact that I managed to get three in the course of 2 days is unbelievable. I'm still shocked that I got them. So let's dive into what I got, tell you right now. Okay, so right-handed golfers don't realize how good they've got it when it comes to equipment. I know I've talked about equipment a ton on my channel. Being lefty makes things super, super difficult. Like we have Crank, and that's the only company that sells new, low-lofted, left-handed heads. And if you don't hit a Crank very well, you're just screwed. Now, Crank is a great company. I have the new Crank Formula Fire. I hit it pretty well. It's not the hottest head that you can get because it's extremely durable. I haven't broken one yet, and when it comes to like the new Paradigm, I caved in three. So that just puts things into perspective how durable that crank is. Well, if you want the durability of a crank and how hot the face is of like a Paradigm, you have to go back in time 10 years to find the Callaway X2 Hot. So we got the Callaway X2 Hot here, and we have a Callaway X2 Hot here. So we have two X2 Hot play driver heads. So these are the 8.5 degree that you can turn down to with the Callaway adapter tip. So I play these at 6.5 degrees. I found these two different places, both pre-owned at different golf shops. I thought, what are the odds that I can find these things? So sale price on these things were $75, which in my opinion was a little rich. I mean, if you're talking like on a right-handed basis, if you find a 10-year-old driver and they still want $75, that's kind of up there. So I was able to work them down a little bit. So we were able to get these two driver heads. And then believe it or not, I later found out that Dan actually traded both of these things in. Just kind of funny. I ended up paying the middleman. Obviously, they made a ton of money on me, and it sucks. I could have just bought them off of Dan, who's been featured on the channel before. But both the heads are in reasonably good shape. All right, we'll set these two X2 Hots aside and look at probably the rarest driver you can get in terms of the whole lefty world of long drive stuff. It even came with the old head cover, the Kings of Distance, Callaway X2 Hot Long Drivers of America. The head cover has absolutely seen better days. It's pretty clapped. But we have the Callaway X2 Hot Pro in the 5.5 degree head. So this is truly the long drive head that Callaway made back when they still made left-handed long drive equipment. I think it went this, then the XR16. I think they made a few of the Epics, maybe. I don't even think so. I could be wrong. And then they canceled it. They didn't make anything after that. This shaft was what the long drive head came in. And this is probably the weirdest part of the story. So generally, if you're a long driver, you use a 48-inch shaft. That's the maximum USGA conforming length. That's what they allow in World Long Drive. Most people learn how to hit a 48 and hit that because that optimizes your allowance, if you will, for club speed. Some people hit a 46-inch better. Like George Haggerty is super common for that. Like he just swings a play driver as optimally as he can. He's actually faster and more efficient with that than a 48. Anyway, I digress. This shaft that was sold to me in the 5.5 degree head is cut down to 43 inches. 43. Do you know how short you have to be to cut a shaft down to 43? Like, I think a 45-inch shaft you can use if you're like 5'5", 5'4" even. I know some short people that are gaming 45-inch shafts. So realistically, to need to cut it down 2 inches, you'd have to be 5'1", which you're getting into the territory of female height. But a female's not going to be able to utilize a 5.5 degree head. And the guy that sold it to me was absolutely not between 5'1" and 5'4". So why on earth I have a 43-inch shaft, I have no idea. No background to that story, so it's kind of a bit of a mystery. It's a little bit funny. But yeah, that's just a quick video, guys, on the setup now. I've got quite the arsenal. Righties who can hit the Paradigm LD or the Cobra Aerojet LD are still light years ahead of this stuff, just because you've got the durability of these, but you've got the technology of a new Paradigm that's a faster head built into one. So that's the reality of the situation. Is I still have to battle quite a bit to get a fast head that's also still durable, but we're up for the challenge. We're going to do that. So that's a little bit of an update on a what's in the bag. We've got my 3 Callaway X2 Hots, all in reasonably good shape. I'm going to need to get some more head covers, because I also need more shafts, because I broke that LD30 that was in one of the last videos, so now I only have 2 shafts and like 7 driver heads, so that math doesn't add up. If you guys enjoyed this one, smash that like button, give me a comment down below. Let me know if you've tried the X2 Hot or what equipment I should try next. We'll catch you in the next one.